everybody, Audrey here, the Fit, Fearless, and Faithful Mom. Welcome back, everybody. If it's your first time joining me, thanks for stopping by. It's vacation season. Let's get talking about vacation. So everyone's starting to take off on spring break, senior trips, and all kinds of mumbo jumbo. Kids are starting to get out of school, which means lots of families are going on vacation. Now, for the past, couple of years, I have been getting pretty anxious when it comes time to going on vacation because my first thought is, where am I going to go to church? And so I pray while we're booking a vacation or while I'm supposed to go somewhere, God, please provide me with a church that's like easy to find, that I can get there because I don't want to miss Mass. Now, in my early 20s, did I care about missing Mass? If I missed it while we were on vacation, like that was kind of okay. Was it really okay? No, it absolutely was not. And so the past couple of years, I'm like, especially if I'm going away with other people, which is going to happen quite often this summer. This is like the year of travel. It started with our road trip, and then Cody and I are going on individual trips, and then we're going on lots of different vacations with our family. And so I am actually going to be going away on 3 different trips. So it's been pretty cool. In the past, and I have prayed, like, God, can you provide me with a church? Like, we'll book something and then I'll go in and I'll look for a church, and it most of the time has been within walking distance. So check this out. Cody and I went to Tampa last year, and we booked our hotel, which it was actually, I forget what the hotel chain is, but it's pretty cool. If you can stay here, they actually turn old courthouses into hotels. So you're like sleeping in someone's old office. It really is neat. It sounds weird, but it's pretty neat. So if you know what I'm talking about, go stay there. It really is cool. Now, what was really cool when we went to Tampa was, I believe it was the Sacred Heart Church in downtown Tampa, and you'll never guess, it was right next to the hotel. And so when we got there, I looked out the window and we could see the church, like, because it was right outside the window. It was right across the street from us. And then we heard the bells chiming every day. It was so beautiful and so cool, and it was a gorgeous church. I went away with a friend last year who took me away for my birthday, and I was kind of nervous because the church that I was going to go to was not within walking distance. And I said, hey, I know you drove here, but can I take your keys? I'd really like to go to church. And she was like, yeah, sure, take my keys. That's fine. So I was able to drive her car and go to church. Now, there's 3 trips that I'm taking this year that I'm like, but blind obedience, trusting in God that I will go to Mass because I want to. First of all, there's things like Uber and Lyft and any other mode of transportation. So even when I went on a business trip with Cody to Vegas, and if you throw a rock in Las Vegas, you will hit a Catholic church. Well, I did not want to walk to Vegas. Well, guess what happened? So I wanted to take an Uber there, and then I figured, okay, I'll find a way home somehow and from this church. So I went and I got in the Uber, and I forget how the conversation happened, but the woman and I started talking about NAPRO. And I gave her the information because she said she was having reproductive issues, and we got in this whole talk, and we prayed, I prayed with her, and it was beautiful, and I got dropped off at church. And then I could not get an Uber or a Lyft back from the church to the hotel. And we didn't have a car in Vegas. And so I was like, God, what do you want? And then I saw a group of people that looked like my parents' age who I was in church with, and I walked with them. And they ended up walking like right past my hotel. So I looked at them and I was like, hey, I know you don't know me, but I am going to walk with you because I don't have a ride back to the hotel. And so like, yeah, sure, honey, come on. Now, this year, and so one of them is going to be with Cody and with two of the people we know. It's Cody's cousin, and the other 8 people, I don't have a clue who they are. We're going to Colorado for 6 days, and we're going to be leaving on a Sunday, which means that I am going to either have to go to Mass like on Saturday night or on Sunday morning, like before our flight leaves. And so I'm kind of panicked over this. Cody and I are going to have a car, so no biggie, because I'm gonna have my own mode of transportation. And my stupid humanness is saying, well, like, what if we're skiing or what if we're hiking? And then I'm like, no, God first. And so if I need to like leave the mountain early, I'm going to, because I want to go to Mass. Want and need to go to Mass. So I'm not having like so much anxiety, but you know, my next thing is like, I really don't know where we're staying. I've seen a picture of the house, but I don't have the address, and so I don't know where the church is, and I want to have that plan. Like, I want to know, when are your Mass times? When can I go? And this trip isn't for another like 5 months. So yeah, that's me just being a little bit crazy. Now, the other 2 trips, one of them is a bachelorette weekend, which, before you judge, her mom is going, and these women really don't drink. Like, have a little social cocktail, and that's it. So in the coming months, if you see me with a t-shirt on that says Jessica's last sale before the veil, that's what it is. No drunkenness, no stupidity, nothing raunchy. It's just a girls' weekend away, and it is called a bachelorette party. So I'm just throwing that out there now. But I am having, you know, again, a little bit, because we're leaving on a Sunday, and so I'm sure we won't leave like super early. But I am gonna tell them like, hey, I am going to go to Mass on Saturday, and I don't think these women will judge me at all. So I will be going to Mass then. And then the third trip that I'm going on is to see one of my friends and her baby, and I'm so excited because I'm going back to Jersey for like 4 days to visit with her and her husband and their new baby. I'm so excited. And so Michelle, I am going to be borrowing your car to go to Mass. Just throwing that out there right now, because going to Mass is important for me. And their baby was just baptized. So pray for that little soul, please. Now, so I say all this to say, if you are going on vacation, do not take a vacation from Mass. Please don't at all. Yeah, you need to go to Mass. It's important to do so. It's important to receive those graces. And, you know, we should be receiving those graces if we are in a state of grace. So if you need to go to confession beforehand, do so. It's there for you. And remember, it's part of the 10 Commandments too, to keep holy the Sabbath day. So stick with that as well. You know, always remember that. All right. What are some of your tips that you like to keep in mind when you're going on vacation? I always like to scope out like what churches, you know, are where. When we went on our road trip, I was constantly looking, like, wherever we were going to be, where is there a church? And when can we get to church? Are we going on Saturday, or are we going on Sunday? Which day are we going on? And what times are the masses? And then schedule everything after that. Focus on Christ first, and then go have your fun. So, all right, everybody. Love y'all. Have a great day. If I can pray for you in any way, please let me know. And take care. Have a great week. Bye.